I saw like that whole weird thing about like all the countries in FIFA trying to claim Hatsune Miku or something.
Oh yeah,
I did see that. I saw that meme.
Well,
that was kind of
Hatsune
funny.
Miku's was like Brazil. So
Yeah.
whoever beat Brazil got it. Then whoever beat Norway got it.
Yeah, and then there was that Japanese guy, one of the games when Japan lost, where he like broke down crying because he lost Miku. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Welcome back. What are you doing, Garnt?
He's doing vocal warm-ups.
Okay.
Hey Jude. Hey.
Normally it's good to yawn.
It is.
You know that?
Really?
Releases tension in your vocal
I
cords.
can't yawn on command.
You can't yawn. That's not a real yawn. That's not a real yawn. No. Nah. That's just.
That was a real yawn. I'm telling you, that was deep.
I feel like it went to a real yawn halfway through the yawn.
No. I can you not force yawns?
No.
Why? No, you can. You just haven't tried. You never thought to.
It's like you know, if you're an actor, yes, maybe, but it's like trying to fake laugh. Fake laughing is like the hardest fucking thing in the world.
What do you mean?
You know?
That's easy. Was that convincing?
No. Okay.
Listen to Joe talk about shit for the 50th time,
Joe.
Garnt, and you'll unlock the power
No.
to fake laugh, okay?
Joe, give me a fake laugh. That's not the light Yagami laugh. Come on, laugh.
That's not the light Yagami laugh.
Wait, was that intentional?
That was real.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, damn, he's kidding. I would have fallen for that.
I was just like, damn, okay.
Actually, nah, that was completely fake. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm just a
No,
good
you know the
actor.
fake laugh because someone will like laugh for like literally 0.3 microseconds so they can change the subject. Okay, anyway, so
Yeah, true.
you know, they're like, I've acknowledged your joke, funny, haha, well done.
Yeah.
Okay, next topic.
Yeah.
The next topic is going to be the Trash Taste show. I'm your host, Connor, and we are joined once again by Joe and Garnt.
Yes.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
What's up?
No fake laugh today, only real laugh. Shut the fuck up.
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on with
I've
you,
prepared
man?
bullet points of conversation topics. We'll go through them and you give me your reactions. Maybe a fake laugh or two.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, let me prepare the fake laugh.
Let me.
Okay.
You have the most terrifying fake laugh.
What do you mean?
Your
Yeah,
face becomes
your-
like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, yours is like you're like American Psycho laugh.
Your face, I feel like your face is a runaway car. It like takes control of itself at the reins.
What do you mean? I've never heard.
The body takes over the laugh gun. You
It
don't. You
does.
have no control anymore. Your mind. I can see it in your eyes.
I just channel like the spirit of Light Yagami in me, like every time I laugh, I guess.
Yeah.
But
What's up?
what's up? How you guys been?
Been all right?
Yeah.
Traveling a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all been traveling a little bit. You guys just came back from the US of A.
Yes, we did. Yes,
How was
sir.
that?
God bless.
With Anime Expo?
Yeah. I mean, you know,
Connor
English
didn't,
Anime
Connor
Expo.
didn't go. Connor didn't go.
What do you mean I didn't go?
He didn't go to Anime Expo.
What do you mean I didn't fucking go to Anime Expo?
Tell me the hours you spent in the convention. Yeah,
7?
No, you did not.
I think it's like 7 actually.
That's why you had like. I saw you like briefly for one day, and you're like, okay, I got a panel, and that's it. That's my. That's all I'm doing today.
I don't want to be in there very long.
Yeah, that's
I'll
true.
be honest with you.
I honestly walked the convention hall for the first time in like years because I had a free day.
How did you survive that?
It was the first day. It was the
Oh.
first day, and it was the non-busy day,
Right.
and it was fucking packed. Still,
Damn.
and it's weird because it's just kind of like walking around. I'm like, damn, where's the anime at? It's this year was more and more so. It's just I see VTubers, I see gacha games.
You just described modern day Akihabara, bro. It's like, it's not Anime City anymore. It's
Yeah.
VTuber Gacha Game City.
And there was the Crunchyroll booth, and then I don't remember much other anime there. That was essentially it.
Daddy Katakao had a booth.
How was that?
I didn't check.
Great.
Bookwalker had a booth. Bookwalker.
That was in the.
That was in the
Katakao-
Kadokawa booth.
Yeah, I wasn't able to. I didn't have time.
Right.
It's hard, man. I mean, you know, like, woe is me, but, you know, when you're being perceived constantly, you kind of don't feel like super able to, at least for me, I you know, because, you know, people always want to take pictures. And I want to talk to them too, and I want to chat with them, and it's
Yeah.
really nice. But also there is that kind of like, okay, then, you know, I'm not really doing it for me anymore. Like, I'm doing it for like other people to see me.
Yeah.
And if they're not paying me, then what's the point?
No, well, no, it's just like, you know, you just kind of get tired and you're like, I like to see these things, but at the same time, I don't like them that much that I want to be like a revolving door.
Yeah.
You know, and like almost like a bit of a circus animal to some extent, because, you know, people just want to keep taking pictures.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because, I mean, look, I'm very, very fortunate that I'm very lucky and I can walk around and there's tons of people who want to appreciate my content and they appreciate what we do on the show. But, you know, at the same time, I'm still human.
Yeah.
And it's hard to juggle that. Internally, I don't know how to balance that. And so it's good for me, because if I'm only in there for a couple of hours, it's like, I don't feel bad then about anyone who stops me when I'm not streaming. You know, I can chat real quick, take a picture, say thank you, you know, thank you for watching my stuff. And sometimes there's really cool stories too, which you'd miss out on, where like they'll be like, I went to the Trash Taste show, or hey, I met someone who was who'd actually been a part of one of my streams where I gave like $100 to a bunch of people and asked them to just film their day.
Yeah.
And that was awesome.
Actually, I forgot that you were, a lot of the time you were at Anime Expo, you were at the Ironmouse booth this year.
I was mostly at the Ironmouse booth.
Yeah, I didn't realize she had a booth this year.
Damn.
And
was crazy.
Yeah, she got some like claw machines there. And
I just realized we got hella scammed.
Oh, really?
Because I asked how much her booth was. You know.
Was it like a similar size to ours?
It was smaller, but we didn't do anything with our space.
Yeah.
You know, because in AX, and I don't know how most conventions work. I know that there's a limit with conventions on how much of your booth can be storage.
Yes.
Like, because they don't want it to be like stalls, right? They want it to be booths. They want it to be interactive.
Yeah.
So they don't want you to stockpile a ton of inventory, try and sell a ton of inventory. It's not what it's meant to be. It's meant to be, you know. So we had that large booth and we used all of our space for inventory. And I remember there was like not much room back there.
Yeah.
And you know, same kind of thing here. But obviously we were more so, yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's the size of the booth, which is what,
awesome
2/3 our booth size?
Yeah.
Pretty
good size.
But it was like I don't know, like half of our cost. And it's fucking way cooler. It's just way cooler.
It was so cool. It was so awesome. But I remember you were like working the cashier there, and
I was streaming,
doing
there.
a bunch of stuff there.
Obviously I didn't have any part in this, but I watched the booby meet and greet.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of like big booths, and you know, like I was saying before, like a lot of it was, you could tell the biggest booth outside of like maybe Crunchyroll, which as Crunchyroll does at every anime expo, they go fucking extra. I mean, this year they had a live recording booth or something. A live dubbing booth.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, they had a live dubbing booth where you could, you know, queue up, and they had like sound engineers there to like live dub anyone who queued up for this event. And I was
so you
just
can like experience dubbing in anime.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
And I was just like, damn, I know how much an engineer costs for like a normal dubbing. Like, God knows, hiring out a full-on building a dubbing studio, then hiring out two engineers to run the booth for like the full entire time of the convention. I was like, holy shit. But
got money.
Yeah, but aside from that, you know, you had the big gacha booths as well. But this year, I think what brought the most headlines, booth-wise and other reason-wise, is probably the Love and Deepspace booth. Have you seen?
Did you see any of the videos?
Have you seen what was happening with the Love
That's
and
how I
Deepspace
know you're not on
booth?
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I envy to be you. I want to be Twitter free so bad.
Dude, I stopped using Twitter like
Wait,
two years ago.
it didn't pop up on your Instagram, because it was like on my Instagram.
No,
as well.
the only thing that popped up was like the 7-hour line of people like waiting outside. I was just like, I'm glad I didn't go this year.
So
I don't know anything that happened on the inside, so I'm out of the loop.
Love and Deepspace had an interactive experience. And
what do you mean by that?
That's exactly what you think it is.
it is exactly
What do you mean by that?
what you think it is. I know a few people who took part in this interactive experience.
Oh.
So they had cosplayers, and I think they had cosplayers cosplaying as the different characters.
Right.
And you could line up to your favorite character and have an IRL experience.
Well, you had to reserve.
You had to reserve? Okay. Even though I assume, because the line was like, I never saw the line like dip down at all. It was always like full. But you could have an interactive experience with the cosplayers. And, you know, I thought when you go to like other gadget game booths, and you can take, pictures with the cosplayers, and it's like, the same kind of thing. I was like, damn, the level of interactivity they get away with the Love and Deepspace booth is on a different level.
Yeah, I was
man.
about to ask, like, how many nipples were twiddled, huh? Like, how many?
Well, it's like a lot of hugging.
Yeah.
You can do the fake kissing thing where you put your.
You can put handcuffs on the boys and step on them. I believe.
I think they'd step on you, man.
Oh man, it depends.
I actually don't know.
I think it depends on the character.
Whatever floats your boat,
it depends on the dynamic.
Right.
But Emily took part in this booth.
I mean, you didn't have to say that.
Yeah,
I knew.
yeah. And she showed me her video of her taking part in the Love and Deepspace experience.
It's very funny.
I have never. Did you see the video?
Yeah, she said. I think she said like, I look like a virgin.
I have never seen Emily stun locked in her, like more stun locked in her
Damn.
life. She was literally like, "What do I do?" Like,
It was very funny.
Oh, bless her.
but some interactions definitely were just like there were some wild interactions, as you'd probably get, and I'm just like,
yeah.
damn, the Love and Deepspace fan base continue to get some wild stuff.
There was this like, whenever they would leave the convention, they had to like part the crowds waiting for the cosplayers. It was ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
And it looked like fucking Michael Jackson. Like,
Yeah.
like it was insane.
Hey, shout out to the lads community.
Yeah.
You guys are dedicated as fuck.
Yeah, I also saw, this was like the fucking randomest thing as well, just logging on like Twitch and seeing you stream talking about Love and Deepspace, Connor.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got kind of really into the whole, and I was like, I'm gonna do a fucking deep dive of the drama. And
Did you hear about this
explain
drama?
No.
it. I love that you're not online. It's so sick. It's so sick you don't know any of this shit.
I get to hear about it on Trash Tape.
That's
Yeah.
so
It's
I,
great.
because it's like I get rotted from the inside,
Right.
and I can't stop, Jerry.
I
and I
mean-
try my best to stop, but I can't.
Take it from me. It's very easy.
So what made you want to fall into this rabbit hole?
Yeah,
Well,
what
'cause
is what is this
well,
drama?
So the drama was, and I feel so bad because we recorded an episode with Emily, and it very quickly dated itself. There's not a great episode about Love and Deepspace
Oh.
because there was a huge drama that happened afterwards.
Okay.
Where they were going to release a character, people in China lost it, TLDR, and then they cancelled the character, which then pissed everyone on the Western and global servers off
Right.
because they were like, well, we still want the fucking new guy.
Yeah, right.
So it led to a whole drama. But yeah, I covered it because I thought it was a really interesting like gaming story of like the power that sometimes fandoms yield or don't yield. It's all really subjective, really, to like the guy calling the shots if he feels like it's a big deal, you know?
So wait, so why was this character cancelled to begin with?
Okay, can we pull up Valko?
Wait, is this like?
Buddy.
No, I just want to like, I'm going to show you a picture of him.
Oh, okay.
And then I want you to, I would love for you to see maybe why
right.
you think he might be cancelled just off like
All right, analysis.
It's this guy. Yeah, this is the one. This is the guy. That's just the guy.
Okay. I mean, he seems like a normal bloke.
So the problem is they think he's gay. They think he looks too gay in China.
Is that the reason?
Is that really?
That's like one of the big reasons. Yeah, because they had to make an official statement claiming, like confirming none of the characters are gay and none of them would be gay.
What?
Because I heard a big reason was that the fan base in China were unhappy that they were releasing a new character and there was like no new content for like some of the older characters.
Yeah,
There
was that.
invested in.
It was like a couple of factors. I mean, those are the first two initial ones.
Yeah.
From everything I kind of gather. I mean, obviously, I am mostly memeing.
Please,
here.
mansplain to me.
I am mostly memeing here because it's very funny to be
Yeah.
like they see a guy that looks pretty straight.
Yes.
Well, like, what does that even mean? First of all, to be like this guy looks gay.
Yeah.
You know, he looks pretty hetero.
Yeah, I'm like,
normative.
nothing about this character looks gay in any. I mean, from my perspective, anyway. I don't know what they were looking at.
Anyway, so yeah, that happened, and then you know, people were upset because some of the other characters didn't get main story content because the game has main story and also like obviously a bunch of other stuff, but the main
Right.
story is apparently quite a popular thing.
Uh-huh.
So then people started getting like going crazy. Obviously, there's a ton of bots involved too on the Chinese side. People were like,
Right.
and then you know these things happen where like people will go to the headquarters and film themselves like putting the finger at it. And then, because stuff like that happens, the company does like countermeasures, like, hey, we're not going to let you come, because they used to allow people to come into the building.
Oh.
But obviously, like,
that seems like a health hazard.
Yeah, the action of doing that, like shutting it down, causes a headline, I think, that puts more eyes on it and then fuels the cycle.
Streisand effect.
And then somebody sent like cow shit in the mail to the headquarters.
What?
Which caused another headline, right? Because these things keep causing headlines and then it kind of blows up and then they start grasping at other straws. Because people will just, and there are like, I'm sure there are people who genuinely are furious, but it does feel like a lot of dogpiling just because people love a fucking good dogpile.
You know what? I take back the shout out of the last community from earlier. Maybe
no, because I think most of them are like fucking chill and don't care about this. Right. It's just like a bunch of crazy people.
Vocal minority.
But also people who love shit stirring. Like, we don't give those people enough hate online, but there are a lot of people who don't care what the drama is and are just like, how can I fucking get in?
Yeah. How can I add fuel to the fire?
Like, because it could be like the vocal minority, the very vocal minority in, any place. But when you have a country like China, like the vocal minority is still a very, very large amount of people that are pissed off.
Because you to like, when you read a comment section, you see like a crazy comment, right? That most people, I think, don't care about or like think you're taking this way too seriously.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But there are 10,000 people that are that crazy that will agree with you and press like and show support because they're also fucking crazy. Or, crazy to an extent where like they are super passionate about this. And there's normally people who are a bit more, not to be mean, but well-adjusted, who don't center their entire personality around a game's release.
Yeah.
Who, it sucks, but I'm not going to fucking get up in arms about it. Are way less likely to engage or care. But they are by far more of the majority. Maybe they feel, I think the normal take is like, hey, it's kind of a bad idea to cancel something people worked really hard on. For like mismanagement, truly.
Honestly,
because he looked a little bit gay.
Like, I'm sorry, if you have to make a statement that none of your characters are gay, I think you've lost it. Like, you've lost control of like
that's so funny.
Any public like control of this story. Like, seriously, I think that's like there was nobody in the department with a cool head who could have been like, guys, let's lock in.
Yeah.
Let's figure out how we're gonna ride this out.
I didn't realize that was part of a public statement.
I think you can Google it. I'm pretty sure this was a statement that I saw.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of the loop, but I look at that character and I'm like, what makes that character in particular look any more or less gay than the other characters?
No, there's like 500 apologies. You got to put like lads.
You're gonna have to narrow it down. Lads, new character.
Official lads characters aren't gay confirmed or something. I don't know. Like,
what is this? What is this drama, bro? This is stupid.
Let's have a look. What comes up?
The Valco controversy and cancellation.
I don't know. There was something where they said like they clarified, guys, Chinese.
What the fuck is this?
No,
oh my lord!
So it was a mess. Anyway, so I got really excited to talk about it because I thought it's really, really interesting because we haven't. The only other time I can think about where there's been such a difference in China versus like, not that it's like a war, but like the global reaction of a game versus a different country, like getting up in arms in a way that is like, it impacts each other. It's like, maybe like, I don't know, maybe Slay the Spire with the Chinese review fiasco that happened with Slay the Spire 2 when they like nerfed a card. I don't know if you saw this.
No.
They nerfed a card and then because Chinese people, they don't really give, there's not like a clear way for them to give feedback other than Steam reviews.
Right.
Would like review bomb the game.
Oh.
Because they're like, you nerfed the card I liked. Like, and the game, it's ridiculous.
Right.
And to the, to us in the West, it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought it was really interesting from the perspective of like fandoms, because another big aspect of this was that like a lot of Chinese fans were like, well, we spend all the money on the game, so we get to decide what's right for the game. And I mean, sure, in some aspect, you're probably catered to. But I think every good game company is going to be focusing more on the markets they're trying to capture as opposed to the markets they have captured.
Yeah.
And players always fail to realize that because they think, well, I'm the one who spends the most. It's like, bro, they already got you.
Yeah.
They know you're going to keep spending.
Yeah.
They want to get
You're
more,
in the spider's web already.
They're trying to get more people because they also know that even if you are the biggest whale, you will. It's just human nature. You will eventually stop.
Yes.
No matter how much stuff they pump out, like you just will. So they're always trying to get a new player to capture that new fan. And hopefully, whilst doing that, keep you engaged.
Yeah.
That's the priority is not to, they don't just blow up and they're like, well, guys, we've got enough players. Let's stop there. It's like, no, they're always trying to expand and they're looking at the markets, right? So,
Right.
But obviously in this case, they, whatever, there was a panic in I think it's like when I look at all their responses, it's like classic horrible mismanagement of like the situation. When you do like 5 apologies, you've kind of lost. You need to do either like 1 apology
Or no
right at the
apologies.
end, or like no apologies at all and just fucking send it. This episode is sponsored by Shopify.
Boys, starting a business is a pretty big deal. In fact, starting anything new can be really, really scary, especially if you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. But at least in the world of business and online business especially, Shopify makes all of that so much simpler. All the tools you need to launch are already included and ready from day one. Even a dumb like me can figure it out, so you'll be able to figure it out as well.
Shopify's templates and AI tools get your site up and running fast. No coding necessary. And Shopify checkout means more customers actually buy, and returning ones can do it in a single click. And if questions do come up, which they will, Shopify's built-in AI assistant Sidekick is ready to help them build, troubleshoot, and keep moving. And Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started.
All you need is the idea. Shopify handles the rest. Start your free trial at shopify.com/trash. That's shopify.com/trash.
Back to the episode.
Well, I think one of the worst ones that came to mind. This in terms of scale, I have never seen a situation
No,
blow
the scale
up
was crazy.
this much as well.
Yeah.
But I remember there was this other game or something. I don't remember. It was like an animal game. I don't know if you saw this, but they basically opened it up to their user base to make. They had an AI storytelling competition, right?
What?
So of who could submit the best
Prompt.
AI, no, the best AI movie, right?
Okay.
We killed a fucking forest in Wyoming.
Yeah. And surprisingly enough, the internet didn't react to that one. Surprisingly enough, can you search up
AI movie competition?
AI movie competition game drama or something like that?
Okay, so it comes up.
Let's see. Party animals. That's right. Party animals.
Okay.
Wow, it was Party Animals.
Yeah, party animals. You know party animals?
I do know Party Animals. I played Party Animals
Oh,
way long ago. That's
Oh.
crazy.
damn.
That's
Sorry to hear
sad.
that.
Yeah. I mean, I played it one time.
Yeah,
I
so-
don't know. Like, it's not like it's my fucking favorite game of all time.
So what happened after they got all of this backlash, right? All this backlash. They didn't even backpedal. they
Double down's a risky gambit.
But they didn't double down either. I think they did something really bad. So they were like, I think the second response they made was like, guys, we see you're a little bit upset. So maybe what we'll do is we're gonna have a vote. We're gonna have a vote, guys. What do you guys think we should do? Do you think we should have a real competition for real artists, but also keep the AI thing, or should we remove the AI thing altogether? And they literally had a Twitter poll, right? To be like, do we keep this competition and also add another competition for real artists, or should we just scrap this idea and do something else? And people bruh. How the fuck did you miss the messaging that badly?
What the fuck do you think?
Bro, doubling down.
That is an exceptional.
Jesus
Fuck up.
Christ.
Doubling down. Obviously, fucking terrible. But my God, fence sitting in this situation, I was like, this is awful.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these companies, they just hire a fucking marketing guy, and they don't. The truth is, people in companies don't know how to deal with this shit.
Yeah,
There are not a lot of people out there that are experienced enough in online fucking backlash to tell you how to deal with it.
Yeah.
It is a skill that is not a lot of people have. But if you want to fence it, so to say, the best way to do it is just say nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
The truth is that people have a short attention span and they move on.
Yep.
There'll be a couple people that are always mad at you,
There
but
will.
the loudness of it will go.
Yep.
Yep.
Because there's a World Cup game on tomorrow.
There is.
And I got to talk about the World Cup.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
You know,
That's
like
more
that's
important.
like there's, or you know, they're running it back. There's
Yeah.
another war. You know, like there's always something that's going to overshadow you and make your news story look like nothing.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, I mean this LA trip was pretty much the Anime Expo and watching World Cup trip for myself because the World Cup's over now. But when we went to AX, it was like deep in the World Cup, and yeah, I'll be real with you. Like we briefly talked about the World Cup like a few podcasts ago.
It was on that just aired.
Yeah, it's only had just started, and we have now kind of like, you know, we're just about to finish the World Cup now. And yeah, I've been in full World Cup fever for the like entire month.
I hate
this
to
month.
admit it because I really hate FIFA,
Yeah.
but it's been really fun.
It's been really, really
so
fun. Like, do you know what actually got me like super? Like, I enjoyed the 2022 Qatar World Cup for like the games were like really exciting. We had some really, really good storylines. But I don't think I was as invested in that one as I was this one, because what got me invested in this one, looking back, is just the memes.
The memes are so good.
And for like it just this magical feeling of just for a 2-week period for like maybe the group stage, it just felt like we had achieved world peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, it does feel chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear some of the stories coming out, even as like a non like football fan?
I saw like that whole weird thing about like all the countries in FIFA trying to claim Hatsune Miku or something.
Oh yeah,
I did see that. I saw that meme.
Well,
that was
that's
kind of funny.
was like Brazil. So
Yeah.
whoever beat
Yeah.
Brazil got it. And whoever beat Norway got it.
Yeah, and then there was that Japanese guy, one of the games when Japan lost, where he like broke down crying because he lost Miku. I thought that was funny.
yeah. I think the memes this World Cup has been absolutely top tier, but I think even like beyond that, some of the stories that have come out of just human beings just getting on well with each other. All right. So I think some of the fandoms that have gotten some of the most attention, especially at the beginning of the World Cup, were Scottish fans and Scottish fans in Boston. I was like, that was did you hear about Scottish fans drinking Boston Dry?
They literally ran out of beer in Boston. And the only thing left was Bud Light. And that's where they drew the line.
Like, hell no.
To be fair, I think if it was like 2 a.m., I've got a killer buzz going. And you're like, there's only Bud Light left. I'm like, it's time to sober up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think
That's the end of the
I
night.
can't sink that low.
Yeah, and
it's
this is Boston, by the way. You know, out of all like the cities,
That's
this is
so funny.
This is a city in America that is known for its drinking culture.
Like, what do you mean you're out of beer?
Yeah, I saw a few interviews where it was like some of the pubs were saying like on like the amount they were selling when Scotland was in town was 3 times the amount as St. Patrick's Day.
Holy shit.
I believe it, bro.
I believe it.
Like,
yeah.
I believe it, man.
The
Come
Scots
from a-
can drink, bro.
Coming
Yeah,
from a Scottish family, you know, like I remember a lot of the family parties. I was like, is this right?
It's like, this cannot be
Yeah.
healthy.
yeah, and you have like you had like Mexico, the Mexican fans, and the Korean fans. So this World Cup was hosted by technically 3 countries: Canada, USA, and Mexico.
Right.
And some of the games were played in Mexico, including like the South Korea games.
Yeah.
And the Mexican fans and the South Korean fans. So there's a little bit of history there, where in one of the previous World Cups, Mexico were due to go out and Korea were already out. But Korea, like, they managed to beat, I think, Germany or something, even though that match meant nothing. But because they had this upset win, it meant that Mexico went through to the next stage.
Oh, okay.
And the fans remember that. And so what happened when the South Koreans went to Mexico it was a full-on love fest, man.
Like, my man.
No. There were like half of my feed during that week was just like Mexicans making out with like random Koreans on the streets during like the celebrations. It's just you had like the cultural exchange as well with South Koreans.
Geographically, they couldn't be further.
I know, right?
There was also the Japanese people going to Texas and trying barbecue.
Oh yes.
That was, like, a big one.
I did see that. Yeah.
But I saw a bunch of like Asian American streamers like going to the games and like pretending to be Japanese for like shits and giggles to like get the fucking reactions, and then it worked. Like when I flew to New York for the start of my trip, and on the flight over, like half of the like Japanese people on my plane were wearing jerseys.
Jesus,
because it was like right before the start.
Right.
And obviously that they have the New Jersey, New York stadium, they call it. I mean, it is basically New York, even though it's technically in New York because it's very close.
Yeah. And it was honestly like really wholesome just to see, for a brief period, like the US get like probably the best PR they've gotten in like such a long fucking time. Because I'd never seen so much positivity in like concentrated.
Yeah, I can see what you were saying about the world peace.
Bro, you realize we have no enemies, bro.
Yeah, we have no enemies.
When the man doesn't tell us what to think and who to hate, we all fucking we fucking love each other, bro.
You just gather around and watch a bunch of
guy,
fellas kicking a ball around.
When you meet a guy that also wants to watch the game, you can't help but be like, dude, nice, man.
Yeah.
Hell
nice,
yeah.
Dude.
That's sick.
And that's, I think,
love to see it.
I hate to give that to FIFA because
I hate
FIFA
to, man.
is so evil as a company, but but that's why they what is it? They call it the beautiful sport. Is that what they call
the
it?
beautiful game.
The beautiful game. That's right.
The beautiful game.
It is truly the greatest sport in that sense that it really does connect the world.
Yeah,
and I hate to give it to them.
Yeah, and and like as a footy fan, I think this World Cup is going to be one that is going to be remembered for a very long time.
I think so.
Americans will take credit to be like, it's because it was hosted in the USA, but I think it was just I think overall, I don't know how it ends yet, but I think overall in terms of like why this World Cup is going to be a big cultural one is, number one, the games have been amazing. So we've had more games and more countries being represented. And we've had some amazing stories like, have you heard about like Cape Verde and what they achieved in the World Cup?
No.
So they are a tiny nation.
I think like 300k people.
500k people
500,
off the coast of, I think they're off the coast of Africa.
Yeah.
Correct.
And they not only got through the group stages, but they managed to like almost beat the world champions,
Holy
Argentina.
Shit.
Yeah, it went into extra time. And one of my favorite stories from this team is there's a few things. So one of their keepers had like this standout game against Spain, and he went from 50,000 followers on Instagram. And can you check how many followers he has now? So can you put Cape Verde goalkeeper Instagram?
In the group stage as well, he also did not let a single goal through.
Damn.
Yeah, he was very good. What is
he has 29 million followers. Holy shit!
Just to show you the scale of football.
That is
starting off at
fuck yeah, dude. Good on him. Good on him.
And they were, looked like it was going to go to penalties, which is great because that's the true 50-50.
Yeah, dude.
And unfortunately,
100%.
Messi got a goal.
But there's the story that I think is even more interesting than this one, because this is like a fucking wholesome story. But because Cape Verde aren't known as a footballing nation,
right.
So one of their defenders, before the World Cup, before having this heroic performance in the entire World Cup against Spain, Argentina, and everything, so one of their defenders, one of their players, got hired off LinkedIn because he got hired off LinkedIn because I believe they just don't have a football league.
They went to the hobbies section. It was like soccer.
He got hired off LinkedIn, and the guy thought it was a scam for like ages and ignored it for like months and months and months.
From bank worker to World Cup.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
This is so fucking
cool.
That's like some kind of movie plot where you're like, just when I thought I was out, they dragged me back in. That's crazy. That's really cool, man.
Yeah. This is like so fucking insane to think about. Just what they've achieved and like the storylines behind it, which is what I think really has made this World Cup.
I really hope Cape Verde gets a lot of like tourism after this.
I think it will.
I think it will.
I'll be real with you. I'd not heard of this place before.
No, I'd never heard
I
of
only
it.
know the name, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, good on them, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's so sick.
Yeah, and like honestly, aside from the games and like beautiful stories like this, I think this has been a World Cup of superstars. Normally in a World Cup, you have a few people who show up and a few people who just, don't show up at all, don't meet the hype. But in this World Cup, it's like pretty much almost everyone who is a big name has showed up on the big stage. And I think I almost see like a passing of the torch as well, because you still have like the old goats, like, Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
But a lot of like young audiences are starting to find out about other superstars like Mbappe, Haaland as well. Haaland is Norway's like star striker, and he's really made his rounds along like the younger generation.
He's just really funny.
And he's a really
He's
funny
really
guy.
funny.
Yeah.
He's just one of those guys that is just, you can just tell he's so fucking funny.
Yeah. Okay. This guy is literally just a modern day Viking.
Okay. Can I see what he looks like?
Can you search up? Can you say Erling Haaland running or something like that?
Oh, is this the guy with the? Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes.
I was about to say, is the forehead guy?
Go to images. Oh, I want to. There's
I know the one you're talking about.
There's this one image of him like running full pelt towards the goal.
Running meme type.
Yeah, Erling Haaland meme. Yeah, let's. Yeah.
That is so good. Holy shit.
It's just
He's like fucking Inosuke. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, okay. I did see this guy's face a lot in a lot of memes. Yeah.
But it's like he is just a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, everything about him is just fun to watch.
yeah.
And it was the first time Norway had qualified, I think, in a long time, right?
Since 2000, it's been 20.
Long time.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they had a very good performance, and they, nearly beat England.
Yeah. So I think if the final few games can deliver, which by the time this goes out, we will know who the World Cup winners is. Hoping it's England.
I'm sure there's going to be an insane amount of controversy or something that happens, and we look so silly here, just like talking about like, God, I hope it's good.
Well, it was so weird just to see the vibe shift so suddenly, because everything was all wholesome, everything was great, and then the one USA game happened. Where
now what happened? I'm also out of
No, so there was an incident where in a game against Bosnia, Herzegovina, USA played them, and they won, but they got a red card, which means that player can't play the next round as well. You're stopped from that, because otherwise, there's it would kind of be a little too easy to be a bit aggressive towards the later of the game when it doesn't matter as much.
And as it was a harsh red card. So even me and Connor watch it live in one of the US bars, and it was like it was a very, very harsh red card. A lot of people probably wouldn't have called it a sending off, but this is football. This happens. There are a lot of controversial decisions and decisions that are in contention. So he was going to be banned for the next game, and then Trump steps in. Trump
put a call in, this is real, to get the red card removed, and it was removed.
What?
Yeah. Which is insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then people are so dumb sometimes, and they cope and they're like, why wouldn't Belgium want to face the US in true strength? Isn't that honorable? It's like, it's not about what the fuck in honor is, bro.
It's the rules of the game.
It's the fucking rules of the game. You can't just pick when they apply to you and you want to be full strength.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I also don't think it was a red card. I think it was very, very harsh calling.
Yeah.
But when you are getting governing bodies to intervene in a sporting event, that's when, it was so fucking surreal to see. We all knew FIFA was corrupt. That's open knowledge. But my God, just to see it just so in your face.
I mean, they made up the Peace Prize. They didn't exist. They made it for Trump.
Yeah,
because he wanted the Nobel Peace Prize so bad.
And I felt so bad for just like, I felt so bad for just the fans of, the actual American US soccer team fans. Because, it went from like, I was cheering for them. I wanted the underdogs to win. I think the world was actually, for the first time, cheering for the US football team because they were performing well. They were like surprisingly really well. And then overnight, they just became public enemy number one.
Yeah, and then the next game against Belgium, where they had their boy, it was like the saddest game, I think, ever.
Yeah.
It was such a sad performance. They lost 4-1.
Yeah.
It was just brutal.
Jesus.
The goalie like did a really horrible like misplay. And it was like cost them a goal. It was bad.
Yeah.
You know. And then Belgium looked amazing on like pure spite. Like it was pure spite that dragged them into this. And then the next game they looked so ass.
Yeah, and I felt so sad because I was like, damn, it felt like in that like brief 2-week period, I was like, damn, football is really taking its like in the forefront of like US culture. I was like, maybe this has an opportunity to get people in America into football more than like usual.
It must have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure it did.
I'm sure it did. But then that 48-hour period of just this controversy happening, the vibes being killed.
Yeah.
And then seeing their team go out in the most like
Well, you know,
They just couldn't secure the
horrible way
dub.
possible.
Big Boy Trump couldn't take 5 minutes without being in the spotlight.
I was like, damn, I think this has sent the culture back there for like another 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched one of the games in a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. We watched the Bosnia game.
Yeah.
And the vibes were really great because obviously Americans are like super stoked. The funniest part for me was consistently people cheering and not understanding offside. Because they would score a goal and it was so off, like it was offside. You could see the offside ref flagging it, and the guys in the bar still going crazy because they don't know what's happened yet. And then when the goal gets taken away, they're fucking fuming, they're screaming, and it's like, brother, it's offside. You know, like, and they're like, this rule should be removed. It's like, you know, the game would be really fucking boring without offside.
Definitely,
It would be a really shit game. And then the other thing I noticed that people were like definitely aren't used to if they've never watched football is like diving. People fake
They call it
it.
flopping.
They call it flopping
They
now?
call it flopping now. Yeah.
And yeah, it is kind of one of those inexcusable things that when you watch it, you're like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody thinks it's good.
Yeah.
I wish they were stricter on it because I think it would be better for the game if it was not.
I wish they were as well, you know.
And they were. I mean, obviously in some games they have been, you know, now they introduced a rule recently. I don't know when I said recently. I don't know when they introduced it. That if you are caught faking getting hit to try and get a yellow card or a penalty, you could get a yellow card, or you know.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But they rarely enforce it or check. So I think they need to be a bit stricter on it because I think it just kind of ruins the game.
Yeah.
Not ruins it. Sorry, it doesn't ruin the game, but
It's one that you just roll your eyes at.
Because you're cheering for your guys and they're doing so good, and then you see them do like the cringiest dive.
Yeah.
And like, I get it, they want the pen, but you're like, brother, come on. It's hard to like. It's hard to be like, man, that's so cool.
And I feel that's like one of those things about football, soccer, where like non-football fans look at and just like,
yeah,
like this, like what is this shit?
Yeah, I mean, there should never be an incentive to do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, there is a big incentive.
Yeah.
One of my other favorite clips of Haaland is there's a clip of him like getting like a fucking like awful slide tackle. While he's like full on running, doesn't go down. And the defender gets stretchered off because he's injured for tackling Haaland.
This is an absolute unit. I mean, bro's built like a fridge. Like, that's crazy.
Bro is built.
Yeah.
It is
He's
kinda
built
crazy.
like a rugby player.
He
dude.
is, man.
He would be a phenomenal rugby player.
He'd be a great rugby player.
Yeah.
With that
amazing,
form.
amazing rugby player.
Well, he's a great footballer. You know?
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
how it is. But yeah, I mean, enough football talk.
Yeah, outside of that,
Sports.
I also got to see the world premiere of Kagurabachi episode 1.
Oh
as
shit!
Well,
How was it? Does it? Because I'm excited for the anime.
Are you excited for it? Okay.
I want to know. Is it worth the hype or?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay. So.
I can breathe.
So obviously Kagurabachi became a meme for being the greatest new manga to ever come out.
Before it came out.
Before it came out. And then it came out and people were memeing on it, and then the meme died. And then if you kept up with the manga, you'd realize, holy shit,
It's actually really good.
this is actually really, really good.
Yeah.
And so the anime is coming out, and it is being animated by Psypic.
Okay.
Previously Cygames Pictures.
Yep.
Who have not done a massive an IP as big as Kagurabachi before. It is not Mappa, it is not Ufotable, but it is one of the most promising new studios I think that have been around for a while. They have used their Uma Musume money very, very wisely and have used that to fund a lot of, or not only anime original projects, but use that to fund some very exciting projects. And I think Kagurabachi is them putting their foot down as a possible new like superpower in the anime.
Yeah, contender for like the big shonen
position
for sure.
In the anime studio space. And so I saw the first episode and I was trying to compare it with some other shonen first episodes, right? Because I was thinking about episode 1, JJK. It was fine, you know. It was I'm gonna use Joey's word. It was okay. You know,
the episode 1 JJK is fine.
It was
fine.
It was fine. You know, we had the brief fight with Skuna and Gojo, and that was basically just like a little taster.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it really popped off until maybe the first domain expansion by Gojo.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, I feel like that's when it really started to take a stranglehold.
That is when it blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even remember My Hero Academia's episode 1.
It's where, you know, he's dreaming about All Might.
Yeah.
He's so fucking awesome. And then he's like, eat my fucking hair, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And then
he's
a big punch.
Well, 'cause he sees Midoriya training.
Yeah.
You know. And
I would say that what Cygames have done with Kagurabachi episode 1 is that they have made their statement clear that they want to hit the ground running because they showcased a very, very impressive fight scene for episode 1. And I was trying to think if there has been, I've seen a more impressive fight scene within an episode 1 of a big shonen adaptation. And I'm struggling to think right now, maybe there's going to be some other show that I'm forgetting, but what they did is they took what I think is a very, very simple fight in the manga and they expanded it to be really, really fucking cool. They did go above and beyond. It was not something as stylistic as some of the modern JJK seasons. I would say the action felt very, very grounded. So I'm gonna spoil a little bit of chapter 1, at least the action scene.
Sure.
Okay, so if you want, if you're scared, well, we're just gonna be talking about action here.
Timestamp on screen.
Yeah. Okay. So in the manga, in the manga, the main character, Chihiro, just goes up against a bunch of like a lot of people. And what he does is he has his aura moment, he activates his sword, and then he slices the entire crowd in half.
Kuro.
Yes. And that's it.
Yeah.
That is the action scene in chapter 1 of the manga. What the anime does is that scene is still there, but before that scene, they add a full-on John Wick one man versus many. Like it's one man versus many with Chihiro just like slicing people down. And I would say, you know, the closest thing I can think of in modern anime terms is the Maki fight, Maki versus the clan fight in JJK, where it's like kind of like Kill Bill. But I would say, unlike that, the action scene in this is a lot more grounded. And what really impressed me was the choreography because it felt very John Wick-esque, right? It felt super grounded. I think, I might be misremembering this, but I think when the fight started, there was like no music, right? There was no music, and it really put emphasis on the like sound design, right? Another thing that really impressed me was the use of the terrain within the fights, right? So with a lot of anime fights, what you see is open field, 2 anime characters going like blow for blow. They have people flying through buildings and everything like that.
Yeah.
What I saw in this first fight was Chihiro like fucking dodging people, going up staircases, like throwing the tables to people, them like slicing the table, and then
Very
him
Jackie
just like,
Chan.
yeah, and then him just like fucking throwing a knife to this person, takes the sword, gets the next person. It is like he is like using the terrain to his advantage within the choreography of this fight.
As you would in a real fight.
As you would in a real fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so fucking cool to see this kind of choreography in a show like this. Because all of this is done before he activates any powers at all. And yeah, it did feel very John Wick-esque in terms of the groundedness of the fight choreography, the impacts of every slice, every hit. You've truly felt that impact. It wasn't floaty at all. And yeah, I was like impressed that they managed to put this all in like a 20-minute starter episode. And I think it's going to leave a much bigger impact than if they had just adapted chapter 1
As
panel
is.
by panel by panel.
Right.
But I think it also shows that, hey, they are expecting this to pop off. And I don't think they want to wait like normally with shonen, you have to wait like maybe a season, maybe 8 episodes before, the fan base really gets going and the hype really gets going. I think they want this to pop off from episode 1.
They know the attention spans are dwindling.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just like, all right, let's cut to the chase.
It's everything. Anime lags behind manga, obviously, and the trends in manga. And I feel like that's been the trend in manga for a while now, that your chapter 1 needs to go insanely hard.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're getting the axe.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I think it's obviously a natural conclusion of that aspect of manga creation kind of coming in, like in the time lag, right? Kind of getting to anime.
Yeah. But I also think it shows a different level of expectations as well, because
Yeah.
in the olden days, manga readers would just be like, can you just adapt this panel by panel, please?
Yeah.
That's all we want. We don't want a shit adaptation, but just follow the manga. And now it almost seems like the expectations with what Mappa is doing, with what Ufotable is doing, is that just adapting it normally just isn't enough anymore. You need that extra level of, cinematography, or that extra level of taking the source material and enhancing on it, adding your own artistic interpretation of it. And
Which can go one of both ways,
Which can
depending
go-
on how it's done.
which can
as
go
we
one
have
of both
seen,
ways. But it definitely, I think it's going to be a very, very hype first episode when it airs, but we're gonna have to wait all the way till next year until
I'm so excited though.
until
That's so annoying.
it comes out.
It's so fucking
I want to
annoying.
watch it.
It is very, very annoying. But from just episode 1, obviously this is just me
Yeah.
talking about episode 1. It looks very promising.
No, I believe, man.
very,
It's the
very-
greatest anime ever made.
Yeah.
And it hasn't even come out yet.
Did you get to go to any other panels? Any anime things?
I
didn't,
really,
sadly.
really wanted to go to the Edgerunners 2 panels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not coming out. That's coming out in October, right? This year, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
I'm excited, man. I like that. That sure fucked me up. So I'm ready to get fucked up again.
Hell yeah, dude.
I can't hear that song without crying, bro.
No, no.
Yeah.
I don't. Even in my head, I hear it, and I'm tearing up.
Yeah, fall 2026.
Fall
There you go. We don't have to
2026.
wait long for this one.
Yeah. So I believe they aired the first episode in the panel of this,
Right.
but also they've released all the character designs, and this was one of the things I was most excited about, because when it's like Studio Trigger, one of the things I think they are so good, they go to a lot of things, but one of the things they consistently are at the top of their game is character designs.
Oh yeah.
100%.
I think they are a trendsetter, and every time they come out with a new character design, it's like, God damn, how did they do it again?
How do they keep cooking?
And they're just releasing new character designs now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
they
Fire.
did it again.
Fire.
Now.
They could have gone for Lucy 2.0.
This fire. Oh, sorry, I get excited. That song's so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the poster?
Yeah, I mean, you've just got images.
They
Yeah.
all look so good.
Already.
They all look fantastic.
It's like the second row. That,
Yeah.
like landscape one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
yeah. But as soon as I saw like the pink haired girl, I was like,
Yeah.
they knew what they were cooking.
Yeah.
They knew what they were cooking with this one,
100%,
man.
dude.
They're gonna cook so goddamn hard at this. I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. But
Do you need more Edgerunners in your life, Connor?
I do. I mean, I think I love fantasy, but it swings and roundabouts. And when I've had enough fantasy, I'm like, okay, now I need more gritty sci-fi. Can we come back? I'm missing my sci-fi. I won't lie to you. And look, I don't want another Ghost in the Shell. I want something new.
Yeah.
Like I've had that dish. Give me something else.
But did you see the new Ghost?
I
in the
haven't
Shell?
seen it, but I don't know. It's so hard to because I love the original so much.
Right.
And standalone complex is fantastic.
100%.
And the OG Ghost in the Shell is an experience. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck was going on in that movie, but it didn't matter because that's not what I was there for.
It's the vibe.
I was there, and literally, I'm there to be in the vibe of the world.
You've played the original Cyberpunk, right?
What, 2027?
Yeah.
I played week 1. So I didn't play the same game that you probably played, to be honest.
Have you played the expansion?
No, I haven't. So I beat it in the first week.
Bro, you got to play
whilst I was fighting for my life to get through it with the bugs. Because remember when it came out?
Right, yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and back then it was also kind of shitty because like everything was broken. So it's like I had this gun that would just like trivialize the game.
Yeah.
You know, and like I didn't give a fuck about the story because
Yeah.
I was still at that point where I didn't care. And I was just kind of treating it as like cyber GTA,
Yeah.
which I guess is what it's supposed to be. But you know, I think they went for a heavy narrative with
You
it.
should, have you played the DLC?
No, I've heard it's amazing.
You should play the DLC. I think, you know, you played the base game, so you kind of know the story anyway, but I think the DLC
Idris
is,
Elba, right? He's amazing.
Idris
I heard.
Elba is amazing. It's got a fantastic fucking story as well. I think the best story in Cyberpunk 2077 so far. And I think you coming back to play the DLC is almost like you just wiping the slate clean and playing like a sequel or like a side story, I guess. Because I feel like by the time the DLC came out, this is the vision that was sold to us, and it's such a fantastic game. And I'm sad that it had to get rushed out in the.
They're done updating it now, right? Like I think did they announce that last year? I think because
I'm
they were
not
still
sure.
doing updates. Can we check?
I'm not sure.
Is Cyberpunk still being updated? Because I know they were doing updates for a long time, but I think they stopped. Yeah, it's still being updated. Yeah, I mean, so that's kind of why, like, I'm kind of waiting for me to get to the point where I fully have forgotten everything
Yeah.
about this game because
Yeah.
I know I wanted to revisit it at some point. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a vibe thing for me. I think it'll be a thing I have to come
Yeah.
back to it and I have to really appreciate what it
Yeah.
became. But such a shame that it took so long to come out.
Yeah.
Was overhyped. Bricked my PC a couple of times. You know, like it was. I'm sure anyone who played it on release will remember. Like it was a really unfun game to play, but I played through it because at that time when I was streaming, it was right when I started, and it was like what you do is play the new game.
Yeah.
So I just did that, and I didn't really want to. I wasn't going to consume the story, so it's like kind of pointless.
Yeah. Okay, I got an even harder sell for you.
Sure.
But I'm gonna try it anyway.
Sell me.
All right. Keeping to theme of Cyberpunk Edgerunners. All right. Cyberpunk Edgerunners Wuthering Waves collab. I fucking knew you would react like that.
I saw a lot of people. I saw so many clips of people crying and like
I
reacting
was
to it. Did you hear about this? Wuthering Waves did a Cyberpunk Edgerunner collab, and apparently it was,
I did see that.
Apparently it was like god tier.
I'm trying to sell it to you guys because the collab is permanent, or the collab story is permanent, and you can skip straight to the collab.
Yeah, I heard people were like crying over this. Right?
Yeah, so let me sell it to you guys because I think it would be really cool for you guys to experience this. But it is Edgerunners episode 11.
Oh shit!
It is an epilogue to Lucy's story.
Right.
I'm gonna cry thinking about that.
I fucking cried. I was like,
I don't need to know the epilogue. They're broken, bro. Lucy's broken.
I was really like, I came into this because I played some gacha game collabs before, as I'm sure you guys have. And it's just like, hey, here's like some fun fan service between like the characters.
Yeah.
And, and this collab and look at them, they're interacting and stuff. So what makes this collab special and what makes this collab different? And you know this because I wasn't paid to promote this collab at all.
You son of a bitch, Garnt. Promoting gacha games on the pod for free.
But genuinely, like even if you're not a gacha game fan, if you're an Edgerunners fan, fucking highly recommend just playing through this collab story. You don't need to play through the rest of Wuthering Waves if you don't like gacha or whatever.
And you can understand this without playing the rest of the game.
So what I think makes this collab good is that it feels like, even though it's in a Wuthering Waves game, it feels like a cyberpunk story with the Wuthering Waves characters' cameos, as opposed to the other way around.
Oh, okay.
Right? The biggest down point of this collab is that you are having this really emotional story with Lucy coming to terms with everything that's happening, and then the main character of Wuthering Waves, Rover, is just standing there. that's the biggest thing. But I get it. It is a collab. But like the original the original writers for Edgerunners worked on this collab story, which I think what makes it really special. I would argue that Rebecca gets even more screen time in this collab.
Wait, episode 11.
Yes.
Wait, how?
I don't want to spoil.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil.
Because we all know what happens in episode 10.
I don't want to spoil, but it is kind of like explained.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
shit. Okay.
Because
I'll let him cook. I'll let him cook.
Genuinely, I don't want to spoil because I would like I would be cool with Edgerunners fans.
Yeah.
If you have an aversion to gacha games, I get it. But if like you are a fan of Edgerunners, this is a story that that wasn't needed because Edgerunners had a conclusive ending.
Yeah.
But it was highly welcome just to see the Lucy and these characters get the closure that you didn't know they needed, because the ending of Edgerunners was very abrupt, very, very abrupt.
Yeah.
And here you really get to dive much more into like their mentality and the entire journey of Edgerunners. And it's a fucking beautiful story. And yeah, I teared up. I was like tearing up during the ending, man.
Damn.
It was like
I've been thinking about it.
writing.
All right.
Yeah.
Word.
Since 0.3 seconds ago, I've been thinking about it.
But Joey, you went off to the most remote island in Japan.
One of
the most remote islands.
One of the most remote islands. In
Japan?
Yeah, I went to the Ogasawara Islands, which is, if you guys don't know, is 1,000 kilometers south from the mainland. And somehow it's still Tokyo, which is the weirdest
It's still
part.
Tokyo?
It's part of Tokyo Prefecture,
Oh my god.
which is the craziest thing. But I just came back from that a week ago. I went there with the Cold Ones boys. Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to film a video there, so they were like, "Hey, do you want to come with us to the Ogasawara Islands to just get fucked up for a week?" And we're like, "Sure." I've always wanted to go here as well because there's another island kind of close by to there called Aogashima, which is where the main setting of Your Name is based off of.
Right.
That's like north of there. So yeah, I went there, and tiny, archipelago of I think it's like 7 or 8 different islands. 2,000 people live on this island, and it was just really fucking nice. Easily one of the most beautiful coastlines I've ever seen in Japan, if not the world.
Damn.
Just really, really pretty. And of course, you're on a fucking tiny island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And you have all these people just living the island lifestyle. So just some of the nicest locals that you'll ever meet there. None of them can speak English, but you know what? A couple of brewskis will fix that.
How do you? I'm guessing there's no airport to this island, and then you need to take a ferry.
Yeah,
or something.
there's one ferry that leaves from Takeshiba Port near Shimbashi. That leaves every 3 days during on seasons, which is current right now. Off seasons, it's like once a week, and it's 24 hours. So we got on the boat at 10 a.m.
Right.
on I think it was the Thursday, and we got to the island 10 a.m. Friday.
Wow.
And it was the roughest boat ride I've ever been on in my life.
I mean, you're going out into some pretty treacherous waters.
How big
Yeah.
was the ferry? Was it?
So it was pretty big actually. So the rooms, it could probably hold maybe 1,000 people on this boat. It was pretty
that's
massive.
pretty big.
It was I think it was about 6 or 7 stories high. It has a
Did
restaurant
people
in
did it have
there.
one of those drive-in ports, like people bought their cars?
Yeah. So you can
Okay,
drive
so
in
it's
with
like
your car
pretty
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Japan has a ton of these. They manufacture a ton of. 'Cause obviously, there's so many ferries you need for Japan.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Ogasawa Maru. Yeah, that's the boat there that we were on, the very left one there. So
That's actually. That's a pretty standard Japanese ferry liner.
Yeah.
These are pretty common everywhere.
pretty standard.
They have a giant 2-deck for cars and lorries.
Yeah.
because of shipping, and then they have normally 2 decks for chilling.
Yeah.
And then there's normally if there's beds or whatever or bunks,
Yeah,
they have that
yeah.
too.
They had different levels. So you'd have the economy class, which is literally just a giant room with tatami mats on it, where you could just kind of pick your corner and just sleep there.
Makes sense.
And then the most expensive rooms were hotel rooms that had 2 beds in it.
Yeah, that
that
makes
had
sense.
a private room and stuff like that. I opted to go for the middle class, which was basically the only way I could describe it was if you put a capsule hotel inside of a boat.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty standard.
So it's basically just
honestly,
a standard bunk.
Yeah.
You know, because I've seen the ferries before. They have the open tatami rooms. Those are pretty rough.
Those are really rough.
Because you, not only are you sleeping on a tatami mat, you're sleeping with like 40 other people that are, you know, a lot of them are old. Sorry, but they're
snoring
like
their asses off.
Snoring, coughing.
Yeah.
Always like groaning, making noises, moving around.
Pretty
like
much.
it's a rough sleep. It's a rough sleep.
So thankfully the Cold Ones boys have money, so they gave me the middle room. But
what the fuck? To
Yeah.
be fair, here's what my guess. There's probably not many premium rooms available.
there weren't that many premium rooms available, and also because it was like peak season for Ogasawara like domestic travel, the rooms are also just really fucking expensive as well. Like these.
Really?
Like these boat rides for the best room, I think like one way is like close to $1,000.
Are they?
What?
Yeah.
When I got like my like Giga suite on the cruise, it was like a 1-of-1 room.
Yeah.
We had like a whole bathtub in your room.
Right.
That was like Nanaman.
Oh really?
It was not. It was like $500.
The top room one way is like Juma.
Well, this was also a 24-hour ferry as well.
This is a 24-hour ferry as well. But
guess,
it had like a bar in it. It had like a restaurant in it and stuff like that. So it had all the showers.
How full was it? How many people are going to these islands?
Well, currently it's like peak season right now for school holidays and stuff like that. So it was pretty full. It was almost full all the way there and all the way back. And I also realized as well when we got to the island that the ship not only carries passengers, but it also carries all of the cargo that is then sold at the supermarkets on the island.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the supermarkets only get, on the on-seasons, the supermarkets only get stocked up every 3 or 4 days. Or actually even longer than that, because it's one boat there and then another boat back. So it's like once a week, essentially.
Yeah.
That they get stocked up. So
is it not 2 boats?
It was one boat. So it's one boat that leaves, stays on the island for 3 days, and then comes back to Tokyo.
Oh, so you got the exact same boat back? It didn't leave?
Exact same boat back.
Interesting.
So the boat stayed at Chichishima Port, which is in the Ogasawara Islands, for 3 full days until we got back on it to go back.
I wonder why that is. I feel like...
Probably because it's just such a long trip.
Yeah.
But I feel like you'd have like rotating crew. Maybe there's not enough demand. I don't know.
Maybe there's other like smaller cargo boats that come in and out.
I just love logistics. I love why the people...
Yeah.
Sorry, I get excited. I'm like, is that really... I mean, they've most certainly figured it out. And like makes the most sense.
Yeah,
I just
think
wonder
so.
why.
I think so. But that just means that like during the winter months, for instance, like this ship only comes and goes once a week. So they only get stocked up once every 2 weeks if we're doing the math correctly. But so luckily we went on during the on season, and like it was somehow cooler there than it was here. I don't know how that works. I thought it would be way fucking hotter. But some of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen. The people there were so nice. The food was really cool. One of the delicacies, or I guess specialties on this island, is sea turtle.
Oh.
Yeah. So they literally I heard it from one of the locals. They have this really interesting system where, like on the way to the island, if you're standing outside and watching all the other islands pass by, there's so many sea turtles in this ocean because the ocean is just crystal clear. You can see pretty much like many meters down, and you just see this huge amount of sea turtles. And I always thought like sea turtles were like maybe not endangered, but at least like protected animals. So when I saw that it was on the menu, I had to ask, being like, so like what's the deal with the sea turtle stuff? And the woman explained it to me that on that island there is one guy who is allowed to catch and sell the sea turtles on the island. He has some kind of special permission or some kind of special license.
That's cool.
I guess he's like a fisherman of some kind that allows him to catch the turtles and sell it in a way that is non-destructive or
That's like those
whatever it is.
feudal jobs in England that are still maintained by like some people.
Yeah.
That are really cool.
Yeah. So I'd never seen sea turtle being sold before at a restaurant, so I was like, I have to try it.
I think I've eaten not salt water. What do you call it? What do you call not salt water?
Freshwater?
Yeah. I've eaten freshwater turtle, I think.
Oh, like suppon.
Yeah, suppon. Yeah. Suppon.
I've had suppon before as well. So I thought at first it was suppon, but it said umigame, which is sea turtle. So I was like, it's different to suppon. But if you've had suppon before, it's pretty similar,
right,
in terms of like flavor and texture. And it was really good. The seafood there obviously was bussin'. We just got really shit faced for 3 days.
I mean,
on
as you
like
do.
a
I
remote
I expect
island.
nothing less for the
If you
cold
do with
ones.
Absolutely.
Chad and Max, you
Absolutely.
They're
know,
probably going to call an emergency shipment of liquor once they arrive.
I think
Fucking hell.
it's gonna be like the Scots in
Chad-
Boston again, you know.
Yeah,
But just
Chad is not built for
Yeah.
a Japanese supply chain.
these poor islands, man.
I obviously
They-
don't want to give too much away because, you know, it's their video. But yeah, the whole premise was they wanted to go to the most remote pub in all of Japan. And I
Oh,
guess
that
there
makes
was
sense.
one pub here that's owned by like a half Japanese,
about
half
Isekai?
American guy. No, it was a pub. Yeah, it was like a pub / bar called Yankee Town. And it was really cool because it was this like wooden shack that was hand built by this one guy over the course
That's
of
so
10
sick.
months. And it was really cool. And he was telling us all these stories about it. And he was just like, yeah, so how did you like build the place? And he was just like, well, you know, I had this plot of land that my grandfather had left to me. And I wanted to do something with it. So I wanted to, you know, build like a pub or like a bar kind of deal. But in the middle of this plot of land, there's this giant tree that's been there for like hundreds of years. And he was like, well, I could like cut it down to make room for it, but fuck it. I'll just build around it. So in the middle of this pub, there's just this giant tree that's growing straight up through the ceiling.
Oh, that's sick.
Okay.
And it just gives the coolest vibe ever. And this guy was just telling us all these like really cool
What the fuck
stories.
does he do when it rains?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, but oh yeah, this is it here. Yeah,
oh,
Yankee
that's
Town.
awesome.
Yeah. Just the chillest vibes. There was
That's
a bunch
cool.
of like locals who were there, just like strumming on their guitars and just like having the most like islander life possible.
Yeah.
I love those kind of bars because it's a bar that like
Yeah, it's this
almost
dude here. Yeah.
almost forces you to be friends.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
You
yeah.
have to talk to everyone there
Yeah.
because there is nothing else.
Exactly.
That is the point of what the bar was meant to be
Yeah.
in the beginning was
Yeah.
to kill some time and socialize.
Yeah, by the end of the night, it was just a race between Chad and this other Japanese bloke that we made friends with of just trying to buy everyone beers.
Fuck yeah.
So just one person would just be like, 9 Coronas, please. It's just he just passed them around in the pub.
Damn. what a
Yeah,
night.
really cool vibes.
How many people were in this bar? Was it like full?
Well, there was 8 of us. And then there was 4 other old blokes who were just like, I guess 3 of them were locals. One of them had come from Central
When you're the
Tokyo.
majority, you get to be the vibe setter too.
Yeah.
As the
100%.
group.
Yeah. Yeah. But
That sounds so awesome.
yeah, really,
What a
really
cool
good
trip.
vibes.
Yeah.
Really good vibes. And there was a beach there that was really cool that had a sunken World War II ship that had been there. Because if you guys don't know the history of the Ogasawara Islands, it was owned by the Americans up until around the 60s, I believe. Something like that. It was a little bit before Okinawa was taken back.
Right.
And so there's when I traveled around on the island, and there's just a lot of like kind of old Navy sites and stuff like that where like the bunkers used to be, and and one of the shipwrecks that's like just probably not even 50 meters off the coast of this beach is just this old World War II shipwreck. And you can swim up to it, and now it, because so much time has so much time has passed since this boat had sunk there, it's just turned into its own reef ecosystem. So
that's
if you
cool.
go out there and snorkel, you can just see like
That's
all
cool.
this wildlife in and around the shipwreck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like what do you call it? Like when they drop cars into reefs to give them like room to make reefs or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen them. They just drop shit in. Maybe they're just fly tipping. I don't know. But I assume they're doing it for the correct reason.
Yes. No, Your Honor. I'm helping the local ecosystem, Your Honor. No, I'm.
I'm not littering.
I'm not littering. I
I'm
swear.
building them a home. The fish need it. But I look, as rough as the boat ride there and back was, I'm very glad I went there. Again, one of the most beautiful islands I've been to in Japan. And
Yeah.
I'd highly recommend it. I did want to go to the other island, Hahajima, because apparently there is an even smaller settlement over there. I think it's like 150 people live on that island.
Yeah.
And they're known for like glassware, which I bought a couple of things from. But yeah, it's just really, really pretty. If you just want to kind of get away from everything, 419 people, there you go.
Wow.
But yeah, if you just want to get away from everything and just like live the island life, like this is it. Okinawa was cool and all.
Yeah.
Oshima was like that too, although way more people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oshima was really cool because there was like no no convenience stores.
Yeah.
But there was,
Yeah.
I don't know, I think Oshima has like 10,000 population. Can you check Oshima population?
Yeah.
Which is in Tokyo as well. But, you know, they're like losing people as well. What is it? Let's have a look. 6,000.
6,000.
But they've got some really cool things there too. We did a video with Chris there and it was really fun. And yeah, the islands are really cool. Like all these islands that kind of exist, you know, that
this trip definitely made me want to like go to some of the more like major islands off the coast of Japan that I haven't been to, like Sadojima. I really want to go to. Tsushima is another one that I really want to go to.
what's the, I forgot, the one I went to Chris, Shodoshima? Oh, Shodoshima? The one between Kobe and,
yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Shikoku.
Yeah,
There's a really big island there. It's next to the art island in Nakajima, I think. That's not Nakajima.
I think so, something like that.
I don't know. Sorry, I made this like a World War II place. I think.
Yeah. Again, Japan has 13,000 islands, so it could be any one of them.
13,000 islands, but like 100 significant one. There are like, look, let's be real. There are a lot
guess
of
so,
there are a lot of inhabitable like
Yeah.
circles.
Yeah. I mean, the
Or-
Ogasawara Islands, again, there's like 7 or 8 islands, but only 2 of them are inhabited.
Right.
Because the rest of the islands, which I saw when I went to, when I rode up, I took like an e-bike and rode to the top of the northern side of Hahajima, where you can see the other islands. I looked at some of those islands and I'm like, those are just cliffs.
Yeah.
Like there is no fucking way
Yeah.
anyone can live on that island. But still really, really beautiful. Would definitely recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Would
that's
you
been
guys-
my week.
Would you guys ever live the island life?
No.
I would if it wasn't 1,000 kilometers away. If it was a little bit closer to the mainland, maybe.
I was like, there's like the manly urge in me to be like, what if though?
I don't think
What
about
if?
like the island life. Think about the country life.
The country
Right.
life?
Yeah, being able to like be away from the city.
But
Yeah.
still on the mainland.
But you'd still be able to get things, see a doctor. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
like, what if you have a medical emergency? You live here. Or like,
Then you have to take. They do have like They have like an emergency helipad there. So if you do have, because there's no hospital.
what if I just got
on
like
the
a
island.
fucking, I got like a spot. I got like a mole that I want to get checked. It's like, fuck.
Well, then you got to wait for the
Yeah.
boat in 3
You know what I
days.
mean?
Gotta-
Like,
gotta fucking deal with it.
every minor inconvenience now becomes a major
Or
inconvenience.
just fucking deal with it, Connor.
Yeah, just deal with it.
Just fucking man up and fucking die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, you're on an
Just
island.
man up and die and stop paying medical bills, you piece of shit.
But what was also really cool was when we left the island, because I guess, you know, the local economy here obviously relies very heavily on, you know, tourism and stuff like that as well, domestic tourism.
Yeah.
So they did this whole like taiko performance, which was like summoning like the ocean gods for them to have like a good travel and stuff like that. And it was
Sick.
completely like not unnecessary, but like completely unexpected. And then as the boat was leaving the dock,
Joe's just there. This is unnecessary.
yeah, this is
This is a bit much, isn't it?
we're going from Tokyo to Tokyo. But as the boat was leaving, there was this, what I can only describe as this just like train of all these other like fishing boats and like tourism boats and stuff like that rode alongside of us for probably about 10, 20 kilometers out into open water. And one by one, I guess all the staff members of like the fisheries and the tourism boats would jump off of the boats into open water just to be like, see ya.
What?
It was so weird. Yeah, so like,
What?
yeah, I don't know how to describe it. So it was, you know, the ferry would go off, and then trailing behind the boat as people are like, you know, waving the island goodbye, there would just be all these other smaller boats, and they would do this performance where like one boat would kind of go ahead, and then all the people on that boat would all simultaneously jump off the boat into open waters, just as like a final goodbye performance of some kind. And it would just be one boat after another after another. But the last boat, we are probably a good 30 kilometers off the coast. Like they are diving into the open Pacific Ocean. Like it is just open water. And all these guys are just like, let's jump in. I don't know how many fucking sharks there are in this thing, but
Bro.
fuck it. Let's go.
Damn, they must really care about the tourism economy.
That
huh?
is crazy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's what's going to sell me to come back. if I'm like super honest. Like, it's cool.
Really? Because to me, it's sold it because it
You're
just
now
goes,
going back because of that.
Well, I'm going back. I want to go back not only to explore the other islands, but I just think like even though you're only there for such a short period of time, the people on the island give you such a homely feeling. Like they're just like, you're not someone who's just visiting here. you're like a family member who is going away.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of thing, you know?
That's
and
really
like,
sweet, actually.
Yeah, and that, and like, I was honestly like kind of tearing up when I saw it because I was just like, I've never been to an island where they do this kind of shit, where they actually make you be like, fuck, man, I don't want to leave. This place is dope. Like, the people here are so nice and so welcoming that they put on this performance that nobody expects and nobody asked for. And yet they were just so happy that you even came to visit them.
That's cool.
You know, and like that really like warmed my heart up, and that made me want to come back. Even though the boat ride was horrendous.
But if they can get like a biplane or something, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, put a little like, you know, airport in there and then, you know, maybe.
Oshima, I took a tiny plane with Chris.
Like a Cessna.
It was a tiny propeller plane. It was about like 30 minutes. It was not long at all. It was cool. Yeah, I mean, you know, it makes it easier to go to these places.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it makes me want to go to more of these islands for sure. Because I feel like there's just so much. It's such a unique culture that is so much more different from like anything you see on the mainland, you know? Because like, again, like I forgot the entire time I was there. I'm like, this is technically Tokyo. Yeah. These people are not speaking in a dialect. Like they're speaking like anyone in the big city would talk. And yet just being so far away and being so isolated and having this like tight community, it has created an entirely different culture on its own.
Yeah.
And that's just incredibly fascinating to me because, you know, and made me wonder, like, what are the other islands like, you know, like what's like Sadojima like or like Tsushima like, you know? So definitely going to make it a goal to try and explore those places.
Yeah, I always wonder what kind of mentality people have to like live on remote settlements with like very small populations, just isolated from everything.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing some videos of like the most remote settlement, which is like a fucking British settlement. It's like, can you search it up, Kai? It's like the most remote settlement in the world. The Edinburgh of the Seven Seas. Oh, Tristan da Cunha. That's it.
Tristan. I've never heard of this.
Tristan da Cunha is the most remote settlement.
This sounds like some gooner on 4chan.
Oh, St. Helena.
Yeah. And it is the most remote settlement on Earth.
It's like in the middle of the Atlantic, right?
Zoom out, bro.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, South America. Holy shit.
Look at that shit,
That
man.
island would have been worth a lot though back in the day. When we had so much ships, that would have been something valuable.
Yeah, I just wonder what type of person must be like, you know what?
Wasn't this the island that like fucking Napoleon Bonaparte was excommunicated?
No,
No.
it was a different island.
Was it a different
Yeah.
island?
It was the island, it was Africa, near Africa.
Yeah, I thought it was one of these islands, but
I mean, these stations, like, I think it's probably like a weather station island, I imagine. That's what a lot of these are.
No, this is like
it looks like a proper
this is like a
city.
full town.
Yeah, a proper town.
No, I know, but they probably have a weather station is like one of the main reasons why they probably push people to live there.
I mean, it looks really fucking pretty.
It looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But also, one of those things where you get, you know, get a little crazy when you stay on an island like that.
Yeah, because like me growing up in the city, and I suppose like people who grew up in like small towns will be able to relate, but I don't know what it feels like to just go around your local town and just know everyone.
Yeah.
You know, it's and this is especially exasperated when you're living in a remote island where the population is in like triple or even like quadruple digits, you know. It's I can't imagine knowing the principal or the fucking school teacher and just going to the supermarket and just seeing like everyone, you know.
Yeah, true.
That's
How long does it take to get to this island?
Oh, dude. Probably.
Not that I'm going to go anytime soon. I'm just
very long.
curious.
how long does it take to get to Tristan
But there
da
are a lot
Cunha?
of people who are like, you know, especially like, I feel like less so nowadays.
5 to 7 days by sea,
Yeah, you have to go from Cape Town, and
which already takes a long time from here.
There are a lot of, like, I speak to a lot of older people and like, whenever I go to the UK, you know, I'm around people who are older and they tell me like these crazy trips they did, like stuff like this, where they're like, obviously not like to this extent, but they'll just go to a place you've never heard of. And you're like, why that? And they're just like, well, why not?
Just wanted to check it out.
But I feel like we don't really do this as much unless it's like a YouTube video nowadays. Like for people,
Yeah.
they're like, I went to the remotest, and even then it's like, I think a lot of people are like, 5 to 7 days. You're like,
Yeah.
round trip?
How often do you use your free will?
Not enough. Not enough.
I just I think about this where I'm like, you know, I do have free will, but also using free will sometimes takes energy. You know, I wish I fully utilize my free will to the fullest extent. That is not like always work related. Shit.
Lately, I've acquired a new addiction. Fortunately.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon Championships.
Oh
Oh,
god.
the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking great.
I've been addicted.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
fuck
bad.
yeah, dude.
It's basically, do you know Pokemon Showdown?
No.
So, you know, because Pokemon, to do competitive Pokemon, you have to like breed them.
Explain competitive Pokemon to me. I have zero
So
knowledge.
for a very, very, very long time, every Pokemon tournament was done via like the newest game released, and then you had to get the Pokemon. But you know, to kind of like even start theory crafting, you have to get the Pokemon, and then you have to breed the correct attribute, of which there are like
They're called IVs.
well, IVs is but you know, like the personality, because that changes the attack, defense, speed, all these stats. On top of that, then you got to train IVs, so you have to train them, and it's like it takes a while. And even then, you know,
We can't train IVs. You train EVs.
Sorry, train EVs. Sorry. So you train EVs, and then you know you have to do it a certain way. And it's a very time-consuming process, and a lot of people would like just cheats. But then Pokemon Company was like, "Hey, not cool for you to use cheated Pokemon in the thing." And everyone's like, "Well, this kind of sucks because now you're basically limiting it to people who can afford to hire someone else to do it." Because a lot of people just, you know, a lot of people play competitive Pokemon. It's not a big money earner.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who had like other shit to do in their life, and you can't expect them to like. So and on top of that, it was a new game every time. So you have to like do this all over again, or move all your Pokemon, or you know, and it would change, and the moves they could learn, and you have to, you know, get that. So and then maybe you theory crafted a great team, and it just doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
So you're like, fuck, I got to go back and change some things. I got to re-raise the same Pokemon again with different EVs, and you know, and then you got to organize all. It's like it was like a full-on job to even begin playing competitive Pokemon.
Yep.
So there was a website called Pokemon Showdown that was basically, it would just take the PNGs and would like do all the stats for you. And that was very, very popular because it was basically like you could pick, okay, I want Pikachu with max EV and special attack, max defense EV, and 2 points in health. I wanted this nature. And then you built a team in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The Pokemon World Championships use that, right?
No, they used the games. They used to.
Oh, they use the games.
But now they get that. So then Pokemon took so long to do this, and it is I don't know why they didn't do it sooner. They basically said, look, we'll release a game that is going to be the competitive game only. It's called Pokemon Championship. And it's basically like, it is a gacha game. So you, annoyingly, so you can't even get like, the good thing is that they have set Pokemon. So there's rule sets every couple of months where they're like, these 200 odd Pokemon are allowed, and they change what they're, so then you have to pull. But the game, to be honest, is pretty generous, and I've been able to find roughly what I want. I was very annoyed for a while because I couldn't find the one fucking Pokemon that I wanted. But generally, you can always build a team, and so that's how they make their money off of it. But the idea is that you can also for free transfer Pokemon from your games into it too.
Yeah.
It is a fucking hassle, and you have to download a completely separate app.
Yeah.
But you can play it, and they also put it on phones. So it's sick. So you play it on Switch, and then I pull out my phone and I play it, and it's awesome because all the games are like 5 minutes, if that. So it's just super easy to like kill 5 minutes. And it's also a game where you can talk to someone and be like, "Yo, what's up? No, okay, give me 1 second."
Yeah.
All right, yeah, no. So yeah, I was saying. So it's like
Just think Pokemon Stadium if it was extra fucking sweaty.
And so this is like going to be how they're going to do all the competitive for Pokemon from now on. But it's just really fucking sick. And then you know when you get the Pokemon, you can use your currency to say, I want these moves for it. I want these EVs. I want this nature. I want to change the ability to this. And it's awesome because you can kind of just like try and theory craft. And I've had a lot of fun where I've been using a really like a team that someone else built. And then I've been kind of changing in Pokemon, seeing how it feels.
Yeah. A lot of experimentation with that.
Yeah, it's really, really fun. And
also it's just a gamble as well because like depending on the matchup, like you could have like the most like fucking rigid team, but if the matchup is bad, then it doesn't matter how much it is.
Because it's just mind reading. That's literally the game is. You're like, you're saying like they have these Pokemon, these moves you know they're going to use. Yeah. And now it's up to you if you think they're going to try and outplay you. You need to predict that. But maybe you trying to outpredict an outplay ends up being the wrong move, and he just went for the simplest option that's gonna maybe let him win.
Yeah.
But you would have outplayed. So it's these really fun mind games that I've been really enjoying with it.
My friend who's really into competitive Pokemon was like, think of it as the world's most complicated game of Junkin.
Yeah. Basically,
It's like you have to think, being like, is he going to pull out rock or scissors or paper? But what if I double down and do scissors? And it's literally that at the end of the day. So it's a very simple game to get into, but it's very deep when it comes to like the complexity of it that goes on behind the scenes. I'm surprised you got into it.
Well, because I did a Pokemon Championships streamer tournament,
Right?
On Wolfie Glick's channel.
Yeah.
He's like the goat of Pokemon competitive.
Yeah.
And I got built this team, and I was playing a bunch of Showdown while I was getting ready because I didn't have the team on Champions, and I just had so much fun.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it, and then I really liked the quick nature of the games. Right?
Did you win?
No. I unfortunately I trolled in my first game that cost me my ticket out of the groups.
Damn.
Okay.
I think I was kind of happy with my performance given I was really busy prior, but
Yeah.
I got really into this, and it's kind of become my new addiction right now. I'm sure by the time this episode is out, I'm either cripplingly addicted or I'm out.
Yeah.
I already feel it waning a little bit because I'm like, I don't know if I want to really get sunk into this, because the problem with it being 5-minute games is there's always one more.
Yeah.
There's always
yeah.
That's how they
LG.
get you, man.
There's always LG.
Yeah. So is there like a meta in it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Depending on what Pokemon gets released. Because every time a new game comes out, there's a new set of Pokemon with different movesets, different IVs.
But they
different
also
natures.
update the rule sets every couple of months on this.
Yeah.
Right.
So it completely changes.
Okay.
Which is nice because I think
Garchomp is the meta right now, right?
no, it's like fucking Pelipper Swampert
Really?
because Pelipper does drizzle when you.
Pelipper?
Pelipper does drizzle, and he's pretty good. He's fast.
Damn, yeah, but it's got 4 times the lightning.
Yeah, but you can this is because then you could have like a Raichu with lightning rod, which absorbs the attack. So if they go for
true
you know they're
that.
going to go for the electric attack.
So you switch
You
out.
swap out one of the other guys, and then they get a boost. You see what I mean? There's like loads of.
Yeah.
It's basically it is literally just because and it's beautiful because you get to bring 6 Pokemon each, but only 4 you have to pick 4, and you see the other person's 6. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I need to think what they're going to think, and then you don't get to see what they brought, so you only see the first 2, and then you need to think what the other 2 might be.
And you see their attacks?
No.
No, so you have to be like, I think.
You have to not only be aware of your own Pokemon, but the opponent's Pokemon.
Unfortunately, it's like League a little bit where you got to learn the champs, like
Yeah.
what they do.
Yeah.
You need to know this is the move they're going to do, and unfortunately, you just got to lose to a bunch of cringe things. You're like, I didn't know that. I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know that Pokemon had armor tail.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I didn't know Ferrerograph is a terrorist. I didn't know that. So those things are fun, but I've been having a lot of fun. You know, it's a good distraction when you need 5 minutes to kill.
Yeah.
And at the airport, it was like the best time waster I've ever had. It's awesome.
So how many hours you put in?
I don't know, maybe like 10 or 15 so far.
That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been like
But it's been a
ramping
very
up,
engaging 10,
and
15.
it's been I could see it. I can see the seeds it's planted in me. I don't know if I like it, God. No, I don't know. But yeah, but it's been really fun.
Can you check on your phone actually how much time you put into it?
Well, I've been also playing on the Switch.
Oh,
Because it's nice. Because sometimes I don't know. I like playing on the phone, but sometimes I don't like playing on the phone. You know
Yeah.
how it is. So
I'm always curious whenever
can you see my
someone
playtime?
whenever someone says like, yeah, I put this many hours into it.
Well, that's like I don't know.
yeah.
How do I see my
by
time in a
feeling.
game? Screen time. Here we go. What does this mean? 35. Okay, this week. Well, only 24 this week. Last week I had 4 hours. Week before I had 4 hours.
Okay.
But then, again, you got to think like it's 5 minutes per game.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only cringe thing I don't like is that some people play like hella stalling teams, and you're like, brother, you're wasting my time and your time.
Oh, where they just keep flipping around.
Yeah, because I picked a team that like literally wins or loses in the first 2 moves. So I'm like, okay, I can move on or go forward. You know,
Yeah.
I'll make the call.
So are you in ranked or are you playing casual?
Ranked. Yeah.
Ranked?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
The rank's really good too. And again,
All
it's good fun.
Awesome.
And yeah,
Are you high ranked now or?
I got to Master Ball tier in the first season, and now I'm washed. I'm trying to get back there. So it reset.
Okay.
Couple of days
Okay.
ago,
Okay.
so
Yeah, it's like
Trying to get back.
seasons.
But yeah, it's been fun. What you guys before? Anything else?
Yeah, I've been an actual gamer been getting into Hollow Knight.
Oh, dude, I saw.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw you streaming that.
yeah, I don't know. I just randomly was just like,
I'm scared to play that game
why?
because I played it one time when I was a YouTuber,
Yeah,
and this is like right when it came out. I
yeah.
played it. And I did not like the backtracking. I only played like 3 hours.
Yeah, but that's all Metroidvanias.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate this argument so much, dude, because Metroidvania fans are insufferable with this because they say like, oh my God, complaining about backtracking in Metroidvania. It's like, no, the way I see it is like, if you're driving in a driving game is shit,
Yeah.
it's not like Guy doesn't like driving in a drive. It's like, no, you did fucking bad driving and you should know that you did bad driving.
Right.
Because look, when I played Aria of Sorrow on Metroidvania, it's beautiful. The game beautifully guides you and you go from room to room and then the itch to backtrack comes up. It's not a need. You keep going and the way that they laid it out is beautiful. It guides you on this path, but you constantly keep thinking, what about that one room where I saw that ledge? And then, but it doesn't make you go back there. It doesn't force you to. It keeps allowing you to go fill out this map. There's no barriers until you get like a power up in a room and you're like, oh, I wonder if it's for that ledge. But at this point, they've been like, hey, buddy, teleporter on us. Gonna from this room to this room. Yeah, it's a little bit of a trek, a little bit annoying, but it's way quicker than going all the way back.
Right.
And you kind of get like this beautiful synergy of discovering these teleporter rooms when you start needing them. And then you kind of get guided and you go through it. And it's like, if I have to actually just backtrack for 3 hours because you wanted to make me do that, I don't enjoy that.
Yeah, but Hollow Knight also has a fast travel option.
Yeah, I know.
That you have to
but-
unlock,
I know.
yeah.
But you have to unlock it. And yeah, I think just for the first couple of hours when and at this point,
And
I will.
No. Look, I completely get it because as much as I love Metroidvania games, I also hate backtracking, especially
Yeah.
when it's unnecessary and it's just a time sink.
Like you need to make it so that it makes sense. And
Yes,
that like
100%.
it is an aspect of the game that is really well thought out and is fun. And not just because you like everything else and you're willing to like let it go. Because for me, we have less free time now. We're getting older.
Do you think it's like the equivalent of like complaining about Souls games, where no matter what, it's just like, oh, that's just part of the Souls experience?
Yeah,
you know?
Souls fans do it
Dying
too.
500 times is part of the experience.
Yeah, Souls fans do it too, right? They complain about certain things that like, look, you just got to understand that some people aren't going to like the fucking send you back to the start mechanic and twist your balls. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to be okay. Like, I know you're cool with that, but you can't be mad at other people for complaining about
All
it.
right, all
100%.
right. Do you think you should be able to pause in a Souls game?
Mid-fight?
Just pause anytime.
I think like there are so many occasions outside, like, because I am so rarely ever pausing in a boss fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm rarely doing it to gain some kind of edge. I'm mostly pausing when I need to go to the piss, when I need to go do something, when I'm tapped out. Like I just think you should be able to pause because it's like there's nothing worse than being like, I guess I'll just sit in this corner and I'll have the menu up and I hope that no one fucking kills me and they kill you. And you're like, this is so dumb. Like I'm getting punished for something where I wasn't even there, Because how many times are you trying to pause mid-fight? Honestly.
I mean, the thing that's most annoying is when you kind of just when it's not during the boss fight.
Maybe someone calls you mid-fight.
Yeah, or it's I mean, this happened on stream. I'm not pissed when it happens in the boss fight, but I remember I was mid-boss fight and an earthquake happened. And Sydney was calling for me. And there's this moment where I'm just like,
Okay.
But
Here's my thoughts on that. You lost that run, presumably, to the earthquake, right?
yeah.
If you are good enough, you can do it again. If you were only ever meant to be able to beat that boss one time,
Yeah.
it wasn't earned.
Yeah.
You need to be able to beat that boss a second time, a third time. That is like the point of a Souls game.
Would you say that if you were facing Radahn though?
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. If
Look,
I
I'd
was
be
like,
pissed, but I'd also be happy at the great clip I have got.
but not everyone is a streamer, Connor.
Yeah.
Imagine you're one shot away from
He's
like
thinking content brain.
No, but I also think this is going to be a great story. Like your life's currency is stories. Being able to tell a funny story is worth more than any victory in a video game, to be honest with me. And you don't realize that until, you get older and you start running out of stories. and you realize,
Fair enough.
damn, all we have are good fucking stories to share with each other.
Yeah.
But anyway, did you like Hollow Knight?
I mean, I'm very, very early into it, but maybe I'm viewing it wrong, or maybe I'm just goated. I don't know. I thought it would be harder.
Oh.
People were telling me that Hollow Knight is a hard game.
I think it's a pretty hard game. Is the one that's quite difficult.
Is it
Silk Song is definitely harder.
Okay.
Yeah, but some of especially the optional boss fights in Hollow Knight, I remember I struggled quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but
there's like the DLC one that's crazy.
I haven't even touched that.
This might age very poorly as I get like further and further into the game.
The last boss fucked me up with Hollow Knight. Yeah.
But yeah, I was expecting. I had this level of expectations where people are just like, "Oh, it's in the Metroidvania, but there's a big difficulty spike at X and Y, and you're playing 2D Souls or something like that."
I mean, it might also just be people not used to platformings.
You're a bit of a masochist.
Why?
What
do you mean?
You like really difficult challenges.
Yeah.
I don't like difficult challenges.
Yes, you do.
You're
from fucking Dark Souls straight into Hollow Knight?
Yeah.
You want a challenge, buddy.
No,
What's going on? Bro's completed life, so he needs something.
I heard like one thing that is like that is truly standing out is the vibes in Hollow Knight are fucking immaculate.
So good.
And I had to search this because I was like going through some areas. I was like, oh, this music really feels like Kevin Penkin-esque. Because like it really felt like I was like going through like a Made in Abyss area or something like that. And it gave me that kind of like wondrous vibe. And it really I get about the backtracking because I kind of agree. I kind of like feel like it's just a chore to backtrack.
It doesn't mean the game is bad.
Yeah.
It just means it's not a good aspect of the game.
Yeah,
it's tough
but I will say the feeling of being able to explore a new area, just getting that feeling of like childlike wonder as you discover a new area and you don't know what you're gonna find around the next corner. I feel like few games can like achieve that so well, and I think even though I'm very, very early into Hollow Knight,
it's scratching the edge.
It's getting to that point where I'm like, I just want to play it again. I just want to continue playing.
That's how
it,
I know. Like when you're streaming a lot, it's when you found something.
Yeah,
because otherwise you're like, all right, guys, I'll do an anime react next week.
Yeah.
But when you're streaming a lot, I'm like, oh, he's found something.
Yeah,
he's hooked.
I was just like, fuck. I only had like 3 hours like to stream after we did our stream, and I'm like, I just want to play Hollow Knight. I just want to continue playing it. It's an suboptimal stream because it's like I can only play this for 3 hours, but I cannot stop myself right now.
Yeah,
it's a fast 3 hours.
And now I'm thinking, it's like, what is around the next corner? What is around that corner? What am I going to discover?
Yeah, every time you go into a completely new area, you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, right. And I don't know so much about the lore. I've never been a lore guy so much. I'm a lazy gamer. I like it drip fed to me.
Sure.
Right. So I understand when you're playing Elden Ring or Souls game, people can like fully get into like the lore of it. But I'm like, damn, that requires so much effort to really like. So, and for me, when I think about getting into lore, I love like the Mass Effect lore because they literally have a fucking encyclopedia where they will literally like have a narrator tell you the lore of this one place. I'm like, that's perfect. I can just sit down and just listen to it like a fucking podcast.
Just an audiobook.
Yeah. But if I have to
trash taste.
Yeah, but if I have to scroll through every item and just read the item description, I'm like, can someone just tell me? I'm just gonna watch a lore video on YouTube of something explaining to me.
I'm already sweating, trying not to die. I don't want to piece these puzzle pieces together.
You get like I've always thought of it because I've played a lot of these games now on stream, and I've played games that are insanely cryptic and tell you nothing, and I've played games that tell you a lot. And personally, what I've found to be like a really satisfying mix for like a lot of people is like the main story that is communicated to the player in a way that is like not like handholdy or not like exposition, just the story that you will always pick up on is great. And then every little like document or every little piece adds like a layer to the world that isn't necessary to enjoy it or appreciate the game, but as a fan will make you really happy that you read that. It's like I'm trying to think of an example that does it well. I think like BioShock 1 does this pretty well, where you kind of everything you kind of pick up or learn outside of what is happening in cutscenes is really, really interesting.
Yeah.
And not because it's story relevant, although it is. It's just because you learn so much.
It builds upon it.
Yeah, and because once they've sold you on the world, it's like gravy. It's like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
that's when it's done well. But when it's like the story is told through fucking scroll number 17 on the ground in a like miscellaneous cavern, you're like,
And then the next one you pick up is scroll number 19. You're like, fuck, now I gotta go find scroll number 18.
Because it's also like, you're like, you know, you never know how long the player's been playing for. And unfortunately, when it comes to just straight reading, you know, you kind of lose people, even if it's like super story impactful. If I'm on hour 7, I might be a little gassed, like mentally about reading a game.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just enjoying the distraction, the repetitiveness of the gameplay, you know, that kind of input, output. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. And it's like, I can appreciate like the lore that goes into a game like Elden Ring and Hollow Knight and stuff like that. But you know, personally as a gamer, I'm not playing them for the story. You know, I'm playing them for the fantastic exploration and gameplay. And to me, like the lore, which I'm going to like get through osmosis through a fucking YouTube video, that's like a nice cherry on top, you know. But it's not the main reason I play the game. And maybe Hollow Knight might, you know, change my mind because I've not really put that many hours into it right now. I'm still like very, very early days into it. But right now I'm just really, really enjoying the exploration and the battle mechanics. And, you know, I don't play a lot of Metroidvanias. But to me, I'm a big fan of Mega Man, and it's just scratched that itch for me. You have like, it's like Mega Man, but with like the more of the exploration, which you get with Metroidvanias.
That satisfying itch of like barely making it through a bunch of enemies.
It's
just kind of fun.
Yeah.
And like mechanically intensive. It's great. It's good fun.
Yeah, exactly. You been playing anything, Joey?
Not really. I've been playing the new fucking Rhythm Heaven game.
That game looks fun though.
That game is fun as fuck.
Seems hard.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, because I grew up playing the original one on the DS, and that was such a fucking good game. And it's the newest one in 15 years, I think. So playing it now on like a big TV screen instead of the small DS, very different. And it's quite challenging because I feel like they kind of up the difficulty and the preciseness of it. It's not like a rhythm game where like you have a little margin of error
like
or anything like that.
perfect.
It's you got to be pretty perfect with it. So it gets
But it's
tough.
fun?
Very fun. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just nice, chill, like, you know, just kind of pick up, play a couple of games, put down kind of vibe. So yeah, no. I'm a gamer.
Let us know down below, viewers, what you've been playing or watching, or what do you want us to try and play or watch? It'd be fun to know.
Look at all these patrons,
Look
though.
at all these beautiful patrons.
Look at all these gamers right here.
Proper gamers, right?
Proper gamers right
Proper
here.
gamers.
But hey, if you want to join this list of proper gamers, you can do so by going over to patreon.com/trashtaste, where all of you joining us over there right now can check out right after this weekly Patreon exclusive content. We've got a brand new one that you guys can go check out. We're going to play a clip of that.
Okay,
I'm sorry, when did you call it, Connor?
Oh, it's the button mashing game.
I mean, we don't need to look. This is just straight skill, boys.
It's A, right? Okay. All right, here we go.
Start.
Oh, I don't think I'm doing well. Oh, I did not do well, but I think Connor won that.
Oh my god, my fucking elbow got fucked from that.
My fucking... Okay. At least we all beat Shy Guy, right? Okay, there we go.
Come on. Fuck, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, the last like 2 seconds I looked up and Connor's mashing was definitely better. But again, if you want to go check that out and support the show in the process, head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.